Let's start the exercise 8.1. In triangle ABC, that is right angle at B, AB is equal to 24 centimeter one side is, BC is equal to 7 centimeter another side. Find sine of angle, cosine of angle, one acute angle, sine of another acute angle that is C, and cosine of angle that is C. So we have to find the two T ratios for angle A and angle C. Angle A and angle C are the two acute angles of a right angle triangle, that is ABC, and given is two sides. Two sides of a triangle is given, right? Two sides of triangle is given. To solve this question, you should remember the sides ratio for angle A, that is for sine of angle A, and for cosine of angle A. You should know the ratio between the sides. So in a triangle ABC, so first of all draw a right triangle ABC, and where in which A and C are its acute angles. A and C are its acute angles because the sine ratios are defined for A and C. So draw a right angle triangle. Draw a right angle triangle in which A and C, they are acute angles, and name this triangle ABC. ABC, where A and C are its acute angles. So you have to draw a right angle triangle first and name it as per your acute angles here, A and C. So the two vertices here, A and C, they represent the two angles, and the third vertices, that is for angle 90 degree. So this angle is 90 degree, right? So for this you should remember the ratio of the sides of the triangle. For sine A, so here the given is the side AB. AB is 24 centimeter distance from A to B, and B to C is 7 centimeter. So the length of the sides AB and BC is given, right? So for finding the T ratio sine of angle A, you need the third side. You need the third side, the length of the third side, because this T ratio sine of an angle A requires one perpendicular and other is hypotenuse. So for a solution, so draw a right angle triangle ABC in which A and C are acute angles, and AB, the length of side 24 centimeter, BC, that is 7 centimeter. For finding the sine and cosine of an angle A and C, we need hypotenuse, because the two sides, the length of the two sides are given, right? So for the solution, and you should remember the ratio of the lengths of the sides for sine and for cosine. So for sine we need one perpendicular and another is hypotenuse, and for cosine we need base and hypotenuse. So for solution, in triangle ABC, right, angle B is equal to 90 degree. Angle B is equal to 90 degree, right? So first find the third side. So third side, how can we find? We can find it by the help of Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, what is Pythagoras theorem? The square of the longest side is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. So longest side is AC of this triangle ABC. So AC square, that is longest side square, is equal to AB square plus BC square. So it implies the value of AC we have to find AC square, and the value of AB is given. The value of AB is 24, that is square, plus BC, that is 7, and its square. It implies AC square, that is 24 square, that is 576. 24 multiplied 24, 576, plus 7 multiplied 7, square of 7, that is 49. It implies AC square is equal to 576 plus 49, that is 625. Just add. It implies the value of AC. Here the value of AC square. We find the value of AC. So AC is the square root of 625, and that is 25 centimeter. That is 25 centimeters. So the third side is 25 centimeters. So third side is 25 centimeter, because we need this side for our T ratios. Sine and cosine. Right? So first find the sine, T ratio sine. So here I am doing. So sine of angle. This is the sine of angle. First part, sine. So sine, you know, it's a ratio of the lengths of the sides, but which lengths? So one is perpendicular, another is hypotenuse. Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So perpendicular, the length of perpendicular is what? The side opposite to the angle. The side opposite to the angle A, because here we are defining T ratios for angle A. So perpendicular, denote the perpendicular first for angle A. So perpendicular is BC. So BC denotes the length of the side, that is perpendicular, and AC denotes the hypotenuse. Just put the values. BC is, because the all values are given, BC is 7 centimeter, and AC is 25 centimeter. So cancel the centimeter, so it will become 7 by 25, because the T ratio has no unit. So second part of it, that is cos of A. Cos. Again the ratio of the sides. Here we are taking perpendicular. Here we are taking the base. And hypotenuse remains same. So base in this case is the side adjacent to the angle. The side opposite to the angle is perpendicular. The side adjacent to the angle is base. So here the length of the base is denoted by AB, and the length of the hypotenuse is denoted by AC. Just put the values. AB here is 24 centimeter. It's a given length. AC, which we have find the third side, that is 25 centimeter. So it will become 24 upon 25. Again, it has no unit. This is the first part. Now look at the second part. The T ratios are defined. The two T ratios, the same T ratios are defined for angle C now. So angle C, sine of angle C. Now our angle of reference, here the angle of reference is A. Now the angle of reference is C. Now look at this angle C, and the side opposite to C is AB. So again, sine is P by H. Now the positions of the perpendicular and base is changed. So for this angle C, the side opposite is denoted by AB. This AB is base in the case of angle A, but this AB now is perpendicular for angle C, and hypotenuse remains same, so it become AC. So AB is what? 24 centimeter and AC is 25 centimeter. So 24 upon 25 is the ratio. It's a T ratio. So next is cos of C. Again cos of C, the side adjacent is denoted by, firstly write it base by hypotenuse. Now denote the side base. Base is the side adjacent, that is BC, and AC no change. So BC is 7 centimeter and AC is 25 centimeter, is equal to 7 by 25. So these are the T ratios for acute angle A and C. We are only finding the two T ratios, sine of angle and cosine of angle. We can also find their reciprocals also, but in this question we have only find the two T ratios. We have to only find the two T ratios. You can take its reciprocal to find two more T ratios. You can do in this question, no problem. So here the question is complete. So in the second question, the figure is given, that is right angle triangle, and we have to find the tangent P minus cotangent R. The tangent of acute angle P minus cotangent of acute angle R means the difference of two T ratio for two different angles. Difference of two T ratios, one is tangent P for angle P and cotangent R. This is another angle R. So we have to take the difference, right? So this triangle is given as is given the figure. The figure of the triangle is given, that is PQR, and R and P are acute angles. R and P are acute angles, and the length of the two sides is given. One PQ is given, one PR is given. So length of hypotenuse is given. So here we need, in the case of tangent and cotangent, we require base and perpendicular, right? For this angle P and angle R. So first find the third side, that is RQ. So solution is again in triangle PQR, that is right angle at Q. So angle Q, that is equal to 90 degree, right? Now in this triangle apply the Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, because we have to find the third side, right? So for this hypotenuse does not require. For tangent P, it has no need of this hypotenuse, but this hypotenuse and this length is used to find the third side, right? So by Pythagoras theorem, the length of the longest side, that is PR square. This longest side is always opposite to 90 degree right angle. So PR square is equal to PQ square plus RQ square. The sum of the square of the remaining two sides. PR square plus is equal to PQ square plus RQ square. It implies, so PR is given, the given value 13 square. So PQ is 12 centimeter square, the length on the second side, and RQ we have to find first, right? So solve it. Here you can put in bracket because otherwise it looks like the square of the only Q. So you can write in the open bracket. So solve it. 169 is the square of 13 and 144. 12 values are 144 is the square of 12 plus R2 we have to find. So it implies r cube square is what? Transpose for 144 to the left hand side, so it will become 169 minus 144. When you subtract it, you will get 25. But it's the value of r cube square. We need the value of r cube. So r cube is the square root of 25. That is 5 centimeters. So it's the length of the third side, 5 centimeters. Because we need these two sides that makes an angle 90 degree. Those lengths that makes an angle 90 degree are required for tangent and cotangent. Now find the T ratio tangent of P. First tangent of P. You know tangent of P is what? It requires two lengths. So one is perpendicular, another is base. So perpendicular upon base. For angle P. Now here is the angle P, which is our angle of reference. The side opposite is denoted by r cube, and that is called perpendicular. That is r cube. That is perpendicular for tangent P, opposite side, and base is, that is adjacent side, that is p cube. Just put the values of r cube. R cube is 5 centimeter and p cube is 12 centimeter. So the value is 5 by 12. So this is the T ratio for angle P, acute angle. So next T ratio, cotangent R. You can find this cotangent R by taking the reciprocal of tangent R. First find the tangent R, tangent of angle R, then take its reciprocal. Or you can find, you know the value of cotangent R, that is the ratio of the two sides. Which sides? Base upon perpendicular. Base upon perpendicular. So this is base upon perpendicular. The reciprocal of tangent. Reciprocal of tangent. First you can find the tangent R, then take its reciprocal. You will get the same value. So you can directly apply cotangent of angle R by is equal to base upon perpendicular. Base. Now this base, see the base is for angle R. Here is the angle R, the side adjacent. The side adjacent is denoted by R cube. And perpendicular is P. Perpendicular P for, that is P cube. The side opposite for angle R. So put the values again, 5 centimeter upon 12 centimeter. That is equal to 5 upon 12. Right. So now we have to take the difference of the two T ratios. The difference. Now the difference. This is tangent of P for acute angle P and cotangent of acute angle R. So just put the values. 5 by 12 minus 5 by 12. Both have same values. So the answer is 0. So this is a difference of the two T ratios for the given figure. So first of all, using the Pythagoras theorem to find the third side. Then the T for the T ratio, you always remember the lengths of the sides. So here for tangent you need perpendicular by base, cotangent base by perpendicular, right? So no, don't take the reciprocal of this P by B, because here the angle is R, here the angle is P. So the position of perpendicular and base is changed if we change the angle, right? If we take angle R, PQ is perpendicular. If I take P, if I consider angle P, then RQ is my perpendicular. In the third question, the T ratio is given. In the previous question, the length of the sides is given and we have found the T ratio. Now one of the T ratio is given, that is for angle A, acute angle. We have to find the two more T ratios for the same angle, that is cosine of A and tangent of A. tangent of A, acute angle, right? So if one of the T ratios is known of an acute angle of a right angle triangle, we can find the remaining T ratios very easily, right? So for this, again draw a right angle triangle and name it, and remember the angle A is your acute angle. So here you can start this acute angle, that is your angle of reference. For this, the T ratio is given. Angle A, I'm writing A over here, that is my acute angle. And complete the name of the triangle, just name it ABC, right? You can write AC over here or B over here, no problem. So because the angle A is defined, and either you can take angle A, this one, or you can take angle A, this one. The two vertices, you can take any vertices of to denote your angle A, right? So here I am denoting this angle A, and given is the T ratio sine, that is 3/4. So the solution given is sine A. Now the length of the sides is not given, the T ratio is given. So what is this ratio? This ratio is called, so that is, this ratio is what? For sine, that is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. It's a ratio of the two sides that is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, and you know very well the perpendicular and the hypotenuse. Perpendicular side opposite. So this is 3/4. It's 3/4. It implies, now perpendicular, denote the length. Perpendicular is what? For angle A. Angle A is here, the opposite side is here. So BC, the length of the side, that is BC upon hypotenuse, the longest side, AC. So the ratio of the two lengths, BC and AC, is 3/4, right? Here BC is not 3. It's a ratio of two lengths. One is perpendicular, another is hypotenuse, right? So we have to find the T ratio, cosine of A and tangent of A. So for this 2 T ratio, we need the three sides, length of the three sides. So here we write let length. This is not the length, BC is not the length, AC is not the length. Let length of BC is equal to 3k unit, because the factor cancel out with numerator and denominator, and length of AC is equal to 4k unit, right? If you take the ratio of 3k upon 4k, you will get 3/4, again the ratio. Now here is the 3k is the length for BC and 4k is the length for AC. So BC is 3k, BC is 3k unit, and AC is 4k. First find the third side, that is AB, right? Because we need the three sides to express the T ratios. So again, in triangle ABC, angle B, that is our 90 degree, by Pythagoras theorem, yes, one thing more, here K is, which we have written over here, that's K is where K is a positive रियल नंबर, जिसको कैंसिल करके हमने अवर साइड्स ऑफ, जो हमारी साइड्स हैं उनको हमने लोएस्ट फॉर्म में रिड्यूस किया, दैट इज 3/k. So by Pythagoras theorem, the length of the longest side square AC square is equal to remaining two sides AB square plus BC square. Right? So AC square, you know, that is 4k square AB square we have to find plus BC is 3k square. The length of the BC, here the length of AC is 4k, right? It's not the length, it's a ratio. It's a standard form. Means the ratio reduces to low. Suppose let the length, अगर ये BC की लेंथ आपकी 12 होती और ये AC की लेंथ आपकी 16 होती, तो it will become it can be expressed in the lowest form, that is 3/4, 3/4, right? By dividing with 4. So this is just for your understanding. So 4k square is here. So 4k square is 16k square. 4 into 4, 4 square. 4 into 4, sorry, 16. K into k, k square. AB square. 3k square. 3 into 3, 9. K into k, k square. Right. So here I can write over here. It implies your AB square transpose the 9k square towards left hand side. So it will become 16k square minus 9k square. Here the sign is plus, the sign will change. So AB square is what? 16k square minus 9k square. It is 7k square. Right. It implies AB is a square root of 7k square. The square of 7k square, root 7 as it is, and square root of k, that is k, a unit. Now this is the length of the third side, that is root 7k. Root 7k, right? So this is the length of the third side. Now we have to find the two T ratios, that is cos A, tangent A. Once you know the sides, the length of the sides, now you can easily find the two T ratios. That is, first is, now we have to find the T ratios. Cos A, that is what? Base upon hypotenuse. So here base B for angle A, the side opposite perpendicular to side adjacent base. This AB denotes the length of the base. So this is AB. This is only B is only notation for base. This is not the part of this triangle B. So hypotenuse is AC. Just put the values. AB is root 7k and hypotenuse is 4k. Just cancel the k with k, it will become root 7/4. So this is the T ratio for acute angle, that is cosine of A, and other is tangent. So for tangent we need two sides, that is perpendicular by base. So for this perpendicular angle A, that's angle of reference, the side opposite is denoted by BC, and base is AB, adjacent side, AB, the side adjacent to angle A. So length of BC is 3k and length of AB is root 7k. So it will become 3 by root 7. So this is the solution of this question number 3. So in the question number 4, given is 15 times cotangent of acute angle A is equal to 8. Find the other two T ratios, that is sin A and secant A. So the same steps that we have already done in the previous question. So for this, again draw a right angle triangle, and in which your angle A is your acute angle. So I write here angle A, it's acute angle, and name the triangle, that is ABC. That is ABC. This is the triangle, right angle triangle. Now given given is what? 15 cotangent A is equal to 8, right? So here 15 is multiplied with cotangent of angle A, it's T ratio. So transpose is 15, here the 15 is multiplied, so there is no plus sign, there is no minus sign, it means the sign is multiplied. So transpose this 15 to the right hand side, so it implies it will become cotangent A, that is 8 upon 15. The ratio of the length of the sides, the ratio of the lengths of the sides is here. Now you know cotangent A is what? So that is what? Cotangent A is what? So tangent is perpendicular upon base, so cotangent is base upon perpendicular. So this base upon perpendicular ratio, that is 8 by 15. Now denote the length of the base. Base is what? For angle A, the side adjacent. This AB denotes the length of the base. So AB by perpendicular, the opposite side, BC, right? So it is 8 by 15. Same steps, right? Let length, because here 8 by 15, 8 is not the length of AB, BC is not the length of, 15 is not the length of BC, right? Because the ratio is given. After reduce it to the lowest form, the length of AB is equal to 8k unit. Here k is some positive real number, which is cancel out with the two lengths when we take the ratio. Length of BC is equal to 15k unit. If we take the ratio of AB upon BC, you will again get the 8 by 15, right? So k is positive real number, right? So positive real number. So first find the third side, because AB is given 8k. By Pythagoras theorem, the square of the longest side, AC square, that is equal to AB square plus BC square. Just put the values. AC square we need to find. It implies AC square is equal to AB is 8k square plus BC is 15k square. Just solve it. 64k square plus 225k square. So it implies AC square is equal to, like terms, 64k square plus 225, that is 289k square. Same steps. It implies AC square is equal to, AC is equal to root of 289 k square. So it will become 17k. So this is the length of the third side. Right. So once you know the three sides, you can easily find the T ratios. So T ratio, it is first is sin A. You know sin A is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So length of perpendicular is BC, opposite side for angle A, and hypotenuse is AC. So BC is 15k upon 17k upon 17k. So here is length is 15 upon 17. So this is a T ratio for angle A. Now the same angle and the T ratio is secant A. Secant is the reciprocal of cos. Cos, you know, base by perpendicular, base by hypotenuse. So it become hypotenuse upon base. Hypotenuse, the length of the side AC, and base, the side adjacent, that is AB. These are used to denote the length of the sides. So AC is 17K upon AB is 8K. So the answer is 17 upon 8. So these are the two T ratios. In the next question, question number 5th, given secant theta is equal to 13 by 12. Calculate all other T ratios. Means one of the T ratio is given. We have to find the remaining 5 T ratios. We have to find the remaining T ratios. So one T ratio is given, right? So that is secant theta. For angle of reference, that is theta. And the relation between theta and the length of side for one ratio is given. So one ratio is given. The T ratio is given. So first of all, right, draw a right angle triangle, because the T ratio is defined for an acute angle, right? So in right angle triangle there are two acute angles, right? First you draw a right angle triangle, or write the name of the triangle. You can write the name of triangle P Q R. You can draw a right angle triangle, right, and in which one angle you have taken, that is angle theta, that is the acute angle, and for that acute angle the T ratio secant theta is given. So I can take this angle R as my angle theta, the acute angle, which is angle of reference, So this theta is my angle theta, for which the T ratio secant theta, the trigonometry ratio, that is 13 by 12, the ratio between the two lengths of the sides of a triangle, right? So ये जो ratio दे रखी है between the sides, so you know secant theta is what? It is secant theta. If you see some reciprocal relations, you know sin A is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse, and in which perpendicular is what? Perpendicular is the side opposite to our angle which we are considered. So we are considered this angle theta. So side opposite to this angle PQ is your perpendicular, for angle theta. So P by H, perpendicular by hypotenuse for angle, and base by hypotenuse cosine, and perpendicular by base, that is tangent, right? So here I am taking the angle A, for which I have defined the T ratios P by H, B by H, and P by P, right? So if I take this angle A, if I write angle A instead of R, so these T ratios are defined for this angle A, P by H, B by H, and P by B. So there are some reciprocal relations. If sin A, that is perpendicular by hypotenuse, what is cosecant of A? It's a reciprocal of this trigonometry ratio sin A. So these two ratios, the product of these two ratios is always 1. If this is P by H, so this is H by P, right? Similarly cos is base upon hypotenuse, so secant is hypotenuse upon base, right? So sim and tangent you know, perpendicular by base, and cotangent is base upon perpendicular. So these are reciprocal relations of the T ratios. So you know about sine, cosine. If you know the value of sine, you can easily find the value of cosecant. If you know the value of cos, you can easily find the value of its reciprocal, that is hypotenuse upon base, that is secant. So these are the reciprocal relations. So given that secant theta, secant theta is what? 13 by 12. What is the meaning of secant theta? So this is an angle of reference. That secant theta is what? That is hypotenuse upon base, right? So secant theta is the reciprocal of cosine of an angle, that is hypotenuse upon base. So see the angle of reference for which what is hypotenuse, that is PR, that is, or you can say it implies PR, which is the hypotenuse of right angle triangle, over base. Base is what? The side adjacent to this angle, angle theta, which is our angle of reference. So the side adjacent is RQ. So this RQ is the adjacent side adjacent to the angle, that is theta. So this will become 13 by 12. So this is 13 by 12. So this is the ratio of the two sides. This is the ratio of the two sides, and that sides are PR and RQ with respect to angle theta. With respect to angle theta, right? So for finding the other t ratios, we have to find the remaining. We have to find the firstly the three sides of the triangle. Three sides of the triangle, right? Because one of the t ratio is given. Okay. So to find the t ratios, you can take because this is not the length of PR, the side. This is not the length of RQ. This is the ratio of the two sides. Let PR, that is, you can take 13K unit, because, and RQ, that is 12K unit. Right. So these are the lengths of the sides PR and RQ. If you take the ratio of PR and RQ, you will get 13 by 12 because K cancels out with K. Right. Now to find the third side, because the two sides are given, hypotenuse is given and base is given. To find the third side, that will become our perpendicular, you can use the Pythagoras theorem. So in triangle PQR, in this triangle, the angle Q is equal to 90 degree. Is equal to 90 degree. Now apply the Pythagoras theorem to right angle triangle PQR. The longer side is PR. So PR square, that is equal to the sum of the remaining two sides. Square of the remaining two sides, RQ and PQ. So it will become PQ square plus RQ square. The two remaining sides, the sum of the square of the remaining two sides. So PR, that is 13K whole square, PQ, that is unknown, plus RQ is what? 12K whole square. Solve it. So 13K square, 13 square, 13 multiplied 13, 169, K multiplied K square. PQ square as it is plus 12K square. 12 multiplied 12, 144, and K into K square. Right. It implies PQ square, that is, you can transpose this 144K square towards left hand side. So 169K square minus 144K square, which is equal to 169 the like terms and 144K square. So subtract it, you will get 25K square. 169K square minus 144, just subtract the numbers, right? And PQ, it implies PQ square, that is 25K square. It implies PQ is equal to 5K unit. So PQ is equal to 5K unit, and you know K is a real positive number or positive real number. You can write positive real number, right? So PQ is 5K unit. Now write the lengths. So this PQ is 5K and PR is 13K. Now this is the length of the side and RQ is 12K. Right, so these are the lengths. Okay? And you can easily find the remaining T ratios. Right? So the remaining T ratios. So start with sine. This one ratio is given. So first T ratio is sine. First T ratio is sine. Sine. And it is defined for which angle? That is angle theta. Because the 60 ratio is defined for the acute angle. So what is sine theta? You know sine theta is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. But perpendicular is which side? The side opposite to this angle. So the side opposite to this angle is PQ. So firstly I will write P by hypotenuse, just a short name. P by H. Now I define my perpendicular. Perpendicular is my which side? The opposite side. That is full name PQ. This is PQ. This is PQ. Right? And hypotenuse is PR. So this is a ratio. First, this is a second ratio because first ratio is given. So I am finding the second ratio, that is sine theta, PQ upon PR. So you know the value of PQ. PQ is what? 5K. And hypotenuse is PR, that is 13K. So the value K cancels out with K. So the value is 5 upon 13. So this is the first. This is a ratio sine theta. Right? Now next T ratio is cos theta. So cos theta, you know that cos theta is what? It is the base upon the hypotenuse. If one side you find that the side opposite is perpendicular, then the adjacent is base. So base by hypotenuse. Or this cos theta is the reciprocal of secant, because these two are the reciprocal relations. Cos theta and secant theta are reciprocal to each other, right? So cos theta is base upon hypotenuse, cosecant is hypotenuse upon base. So what is base? Base is what? So base is RQ and hypotenuse is PR. So RQ. Right. So RQ value base, that is 12K, and PR is 13K. So the value is 12 upon 13. So this is the cos theta. This is the, you see, the secant theta is 13 upon 12. Now the cos theta is the reciprocal of secant theta, that is 12 upon 13. Now the next T ratio is tangent. So tangent is what? You know, tangent is perpendicular by base. So perpendicular by base, that is perpendicular is what? The side opposite to the angle. See this angle and see the perpendicular side which is opposite to this angle, that is PQ, and base is the side adjacent to angle theta, because this is the hypotenuse. So this is RQ. So the length of PQ ratio we have to take, that is 5K upon RQ, that is 12K. So K cancel out with K, so the ratio is, because each trigonometric ratio has no units, so these are the ratios. Now next, fourth T ratio, this is 1, remaining 2, 3, now 4. Now we are talking about the cosecant theta. You know, cosecant is what? It's a reciprocal of sine, because these two are in reciprocal relations, the two trigonometric ratios, sine, cosine, cos, secant, tangent and cotangent. If you know the value of sine, you can easily find the value of cosecant. So what is the value of sine? Sine is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. Now cosecant is what? That is hypotenuse upon perpendicular. So hypotenuse, you know, that is PR, and perpendicular, the side opposite, you can write the name of the, you can write name of the length, that is PQ. PQ. Right. So PR is what? Is 13K and PQ is 5K. So K cancel to K, it will come 13 by 5. Right. So this is the fourth ratio. And the last is cotangent of angle theta, because we have to find the T ratios for angle theta, and one of the T ratio is given. If one of the T ratio of an acute angle in a right angle triangle is given, you can find the remaining T ratios very easily, right? So cotangent theta is again the reciprocal of tangent. Tangent is perpendicular upon base. Now it will become base upon perpendicular. Which side is base and which side is perpendicular? The side opposite is perpendicular, the side adjacent is base. So base is RQ upon perpendicular is PQ. But it's a reciprocal of tangent. You can see the value over here, RQ upon PQ. So it will become 12K upon 5K. So cancel out. So 12 upon 5. So these are the remaining T ratios for angle theta, that is acute angle of a right angle triangle, right? So this is the question number 5th. Let's move to the question number 6th. Question number 6. If angle A and angle B are acute angles such that the cosine of angle is equal to the cosine of another angle, sine of angle A that is equal to cosine of angle B, then show that angle A is also equal to angle B. If their T ratios are equal, it means we have to show that their angles are also equal. So we are talking about the two acute angles, right? So solution of this question is, first of all, draw a right angle triangle, right? Right angle triangle in which A and B are acute angles. So other than this 90 degree, you can take these two vertex as A and your B. These are two acute angles, right? And complete the name of the triangle, that is C. So ABC is a right angle triangle. So firstly draw a right angle triangle ABC, right angle at angle C. You can write right angle at C. Right. So draw a right angle triangle ABC, which is right angle at angle C. A and B are acute angles, right? A and B are acute angles. So for this, and given is cos A is equal to cos B. Cos A is equal to cos B, right? So it is given. Right? You have to prove angle A is equal to angle B, right? So proof given is cos A is equal to cos B. The two T ratios are equal for angle A and for angle B, for angle A and for angle B. Now for cos A, this T ratio in terms of ratio of the length of the sides, what is cos A? Cos A is what? Base upon hypotenuse. So for this angle A, angle of reference now A, side opposite, perpendicular, side adjacent, base. So base is what? AC. So cos A is what? AC, that is base, by hypotenuse longer side, that is AB. Right? and cos B, you know, is what? Cos B is what? For this angle, the side opposite perpendicular to the side adjacent base. So BC upon hypotenuse, that is AB. That is AB, you know, cos theta, cos of angle, that is what? B upon hypotenuse. Given is this one, and we have write this T ratio in terms of the ratio of their lengths. Now see here, the denominators are equal. Denominators are equal, so the numerators is also equal. It implies AC is equal to BC. It implies AC equal to BC. If the T ratios for these two angles are equal, it means the length of perpendicular and base is also equal. So AC is equal to BC. AC is equal to BC, right? So ये जो बेस और perpendiculars होंगे आपके इस केस में दोनों क्या होंगे? Equal होंगे, right? तभी ये T ratio दोनों equal होंगी in a right angle triangle, right? So in triangle ABC, you know, AC is equal to BC. If the two sides are equal, right, and you know, if the two sides are equal in a triangle, angle A is equal to angle B. If the two sides are equal, angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Right. So angle A is equal to angle B, right? So this is the solution of this question. First we draw a right angle triangle. Maybe two T ratios are equal. Just write the T ratios, cosine of angle in terms of their ratio of their sides. That is AC upon AB for angle A. Base upon hypotenuse, again base upon hypotenuse. But here the base is BC, here the base is AC. So from this you can see if the denominators are equal, so the numerators are also equal. AC is equal to BC. This AC BC means the length of these two sides are equal. Length of these two sides, AC and BC are equal. Now in triangle ABC, AC is equal to BC. If the two sides are equal, then angle opposite to equal sides are also equal. Hence angle A is equal to angle B, right? So in this question, one T ratio is given for angle theta, that is 7 upon 8. Evaluate 1 plus sine theta multiply 1 minus sine theta over 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta. So you have to find the value of this expression, right? For this expression you need the T ratio sine theta and cos theta, because one of the T ratio, the trigonometric ratio cos theta is given. So for again, solution for this question, draw a right angle triangle and name it. So I name it ABC. Firstly draw a right angle triangle ABC and take the angle theta, which is your angle of reference, as angle A. Right? Firstly draw a right angle triangle and name it, and write your angle theta, which is your angle of reference, right? So your angle of reference is theta. So you firstly draw a right angle triangle again. Right triangle ABC. Let angle BAC, that is equal to theta. That is your theta. That is your angle of reference. Now given is, right, whenever this T ratio is given, to draw the right angle triangle and write and indicate your angle of reference. This with the Greek symbol, that is theta. So given cot theta is what? 7/8. You know cot theta is a reciprocal of tangent. So tangent and cotangent are in reciprocal relations. So cotangent is a reciprocal of tangent, and tangent is what? Perpendicular upon base. So cotangent is what? If tangent of angle is P upon B, and cotangent is what? So cotangent is what? B upon P. So these are in reciprocal relations, right? So these are in reciprocal relations. So cotangent theta is what? That is that is base upon perpendicular. Right? For angle theta, side opposite perpendicular, side adjacent base. So cot theta, base, the side adjacent is AB. It implies AB, and perpendicular side opposite, that is BC. It is 7/8. Similarly, same steps that you have done in the previous questions. So let the length of AB is equal to 7k unit, because here it's not the length of the side, it's a ratio. Okay? And BC you can take 8k unit, right? Where k is positive real number. Now AB is 7k, BC is 8k. So using the Pythagoras theorem, first find the AC. Using the Pythagoras theorem, find AC. So Pythagoras theorem, by Pythagoras theorem, right? Square of the longest side, that is AC square. Remaining side AB and BC. For the values, AC is, you have to find, AB is 7k square, BC is 8k square. 7k square, 7 into 7, 49, k into k square. So 49k square plus 64k square, 8 into 8 and k into k. So it implies AC square, and these two terms, because these two terms are like terms, so 49k square plus 64k square, so it will become 9 4 13, so 113 k square. Find the value of the side. It implies AC is the square root of this number. So the square root of 113 you can write as it is, and the square root of k square is k. So this is the length of AC. So write this length of AC is, right. So once you know the three sides, now you have to evaluate 1 plus sine theta, 1 minus sine theta, over 1 minus cos theta, and 1 plus cos theta. You have to find the 2t ratios, sine theta and cos theta. First find the values of sine theta and cos theta, then put the values in this expression to get the final result. Right? So for this we find sine theta sine theta. Sine theta is what? Perpendicular upon base. perpendicular is what? That is the opposite side BC and hypotenuse AC. So BC is what? BC is 8K and perpendicular is what? 113K. So K cancel out with the K. The remaining is 8 over under root 1 upon 30. We need the sine theta because we have to evaluate the expression. Similarly, cos theta, here is base upon hypotenuse. Base upon hypotenuse. So, base upon hypotenuse again, sine theta base perpendicular upon hypotenuse and cos theta base upon hypotenuse. So, this will become AB for this angle of reference theta. The hypotenuse remains same. So, it will become 7K upon 113K. So cancel out, so it will become 7 upon 113, right? So these are the two T ratios. Now put the values of these two T ratios in the expression, right? So our expression is now 1 plus sine theta 1 minus sine theta over 1 minus cos theta 1 plus cos theta. Right. Just put the values. So 1 as it is. Sine theta 8 by under root 130. Second value 1 minus 8 by root 130. So the numerator, write the denominator 1 minus 7 by root 130 or 1 plus 7 by root 130. Right, just multiply terms in the numerator and in the denominators, right? So you know this is like your identity a plus b, a minus b, a minus b, a plus b. So you can write this identity as a square minus b square, a plus b, a minus b. So instead of a plus b, a minus b, you can write a square minus b square. So your a is what? 1. You can write 1 square minus b is your 8 by root 113, sorry. So it will become 8 by root 113 whole square. A square minus b square. A plus b, a minus b. Similarly in the denominator, a minus b and a plus b, same identity. So it will become 1 square minus 7 upon root 113 whole square. 113 whole square. Right. Solve it. So that is equal to 1 square 1, 8 by root 13, numerator by denominator. So open the squares of numerator and denominator. So 8 square is 64 and the denominator square cancel out. So rest is 113. So this is your numerator. Now in the denominator part, 1 square 1, a by b whole square, a square by b square. So here is 7 square 49 and this square and root cancel out, so it will become 130. Right. Solve it by taking LCM. So it will become, the LCM is 113 for this numerator. So it will become 113 minus 64 upon 130 over, right over here, 113 minus 64 upon 113 divide by, similarly take the LCM of this numbers 30 and this 1, you can write this as your 1 and take the LCM 1 and 13, solve it. 1 and 13 minus 49 over 130. So 113 cancel out with 113. The rest is what? 113 minus 64, that is 49 upon 113 minus 49, that is 64. Now part 2, you have to find the value of cotangent square theta. Cotangent square theta. So you can find the value of cotangent theta, cotangent square theta. So this cotangent square theta, you can write this cotangent theta, cotangent theta whole square. Don't put the square on the angle theta. Don't put the square on angle theta. You can write this cotangent square theta as cot whole square, cot theta whole square. So just put the value base upon perpendicular. So base is 7k and perpendicular is 8k. So you can put the value over here, that is 7k upon 8k whole square. So k cancel out with k, rest is 7 upon 8 whole square. So it will become 49 upon 64. So the square of the t ratio, the square of the t ratio, that is cot theta. This is the ratio, square of the t ratio, that is 49 upon 64. So in question number 8, if 3 times t ratio cotangent of angle A is equal to 4, check whether this expression 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A, that is equal to cos square A minus sin square A or not, right? So we have to verify this expression is equal to this expression, whether this expression is equal to cos square A minus sin square A or not, right? So same steps. First draw a right angle triangle. First draw a right angle triangle and see your angle of reference, that is A. So you can take one of the acute angles as your angle of reference. So you can write either A, this vertex, or this vertex. You can write angle A, and you can write angle B over here and C, because A is your angle of reference for which this cotangent A is defined, right? So this is angle of reference and name it ABC. So given is 3 cot A is equal to 4, right? 3 cot A is equal to 4. It implies what is value of cotangent A? A is 3 multiplied by cotangent, so transpose is 3 towards right hand side. It is 4 upon 3. 4 upon 3. Now it's the ratio between the lengths of the sides. So you know cotangent is what? That is base upon perpendicular. 4 by 3. So base is what? The side opposite to angle of reference. Base is what? So base is what? The side adjacent to angle. That's AB. And perpendicular is the side opposite to the angle. That is BC. Right. So this is the ratio of the lengths of the sides of the triangle. One is base and one is perpendicular. Right. So again, let's take AB is equal to 4k unit. BC is equal to 3k unit. Right. So k is a positive real number. Same steps. Right. So the two sides given, one is 4k and another is 3k. So using Pythagoras theorem, find the third side, the longest side, hypotenuse, because base and perpendicular are defined in the T ratio, cot A and This is the T ratio. So Pythagoras, that is AC square, longest side, that is AB square plus BC square. So AB is 4K square. Sorry, AC you have to find AB 4K square, BC is 3K square. It implies AC square, that is 4K square is 16K square plus 3K square 9K square. It implies AC square is equal to 25K square, that is AC is equal to 5K unit. So this is the length of the third side, 5K unit by Pythagoras. Right. Now with the help of these three sides, we have to verify this 1 minus tangent A over 1 minus tangent square A over 1 plus tangent square A. Firstly find the value of the left hand side. So for this left hand side you need the T ratio tangent of angle A. Tangent of angle A. So first find the angle A, tangent of angle A. In this expression, cos A and sin A in the right hand side. So we first find the three T ratios, sine, cos and tangent. To verify the left hand side is equal to the right hand side or not. So first find the T ratios, first find the sine A. Sine A is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse, perpendicular for angle A, that is BC, upon AC. So BC is what? BC, that is 3K, and AC, that is 5K. So K cancels out with K, so it will become 3 upon 5. So this is the T ratio for angle A. Next is cos A, because you need this T ratio for right hand side also. So it will become base upon hypotenuse. So base the side adjacent to angle A, that is AB upon AC. So AB is 4K and AC is 5K. Again it will become 4 upon 5. So this is the T ratio, and last T ratio, that is tangent A. So you know the tangent is what? Perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular side opposite and base side adjacent. So it will become BC upon AB. It will become 3K upon 4K. Right. So it will become 3 by 4. So these are the T ratios. We need these three T ratios to verify the expression, that is 1 minus tangent square A by 1 plus tangent square A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A or not. So we need these three T ratio, values of these T ratios for our expressions, right? So take left side. Left hand side. So left hand side is what? 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A. Right. Just put the values of tangent, the T ratio. 1 minus tangent A is what? 3 by 4. So here the tangent A is given. Tangent A is 3 upon 4. What is the value of tangent square A? You know tangent square A is nothing, is the square of, you can write this tangent square A as tangent A whole square. So what is the value is? That is 3 by 4 whole square, that is 9 upon 16. Right. So this is the value of tangent square. This is the value of tangent square. Right. So you can write these values. Tangent A is what? That is 9 upon 16, right, over 1 plus tangent square A. You can write tangent square A, that is again 9 upon 16. Solve it by taking the LCM. So it will become 16 minus 9 over 16 by 16 plus 9 over 16. So 16 cancels out with 16. The answer is 16 minus 9, 7, and 16 plus 9, 25. So this is the value of this expression, left hand side, 7 upon 25. Right. So now take the right hand side, that is cos square A minus sin square A. Right. So cos square A, again the value of cos A is given. You have to find the value of its square. So cos square is what? So cos A whole square. Cos A whole square. That will become 4 by 5 whole square. So value is 16 upon 25. This is the value of cos square. This is the value of cos square. Just put the values of the t ratios, sine and cosine. Cosine is 16 upon 25. It's a complete value of this 16 upon 25. And what is the value of cos A? That is 4 upon 5. Minus, what's the value of sine square A? Sine A is what? 3 upon 5. Sine square A is what? The square of this numeral, that is 3 upon 5. That is 9 by 25. 9 by 25. You can write this. Sine square A is equal to sine A whole square. Or it will become 3 by 5 square. That is equal to 9 upon 25. 9 upon 25. So this is the value. Solve it. These two fractions have same denominator. So it will become 25. 16 minus 9, that is 7 upon 25. So this expression has value 7 upon 25 and this expression has value 25. So you can say left hand side and say left hand, therefore left hand side that is equal to the right hand side. That is equal to the right hand side. Just put the values of the t ratios required for this expression and that expression and check whether the two values are same or not.